Hello guys, welcome to another episode. My name is Sienna and this is Car Advice Kenya. Now today we are going to talk about 10 best 7-seaters you can buy here in the country that are value for money. I'm going to give you the list and tell you why that car is good in that class. Now, we're going to start with a rare gem. It's new in the market and it is the bigger brother to the CX5, and that is the Mazda CX8. Yes, you've probably seen this car somewhere. Of course, it's longer than the CX5 because it's a 7-seater. Now the seats at the back, now the third row, that is not that big, but it's a good family car. The seats are supposed to be for, small people or children. So if you're small, you can fit there well, but mostly they are for children. The car is well priced. Of course, it's a Mazda, not as overpriced ingekuwa kama Toyota. It's very, very fuel efficient. We're talking about the 2.2 liter turbo diesel. It's a car that can do good numbers. It's also very comfortable for its price. It has the good ground clearance. You can get the all-wheel drive you want. I mean, it's a very, very good car in this class. The next car is, of course, a Toyota, and it is the Toyota Sienna. This car has been abused, mostly in the central Kenya regions. That is one of them. Actually, that's a Sienna, the white one. It's a bit old. You see, that one has also been abused. So these are cars that are quite abused because they do their work. Now I'm talking about the new models. And by the way, I'll be posting the prices of these cars down here. But please remember that those prices are 2019 models onwards, because we are talking about imports. Now the Sienna is very special in this class because it's a 7-seater, of course, and it's also very spacious. Now, fun fact, if it has sliding doors, why is this important? Because of either people that are able differently, or the elderly, or even children. That's why you have sliding doors. That's where they come in. It's also good for online taxi businesses as the XL option. It's also comfortable in its class. So it's a very good option in this 7-seater segment. The other car is the Honda Stepwagon. I don't know why people don't talk about Hondas that much, especially the Stepwagon. I know it's more expensive to maintain compared to the rivals, but it's a very good car. The interior is better than the rivals, has better good, better engine. It's one that comes with the 1.5 liter turbo. That does very, very well. Has good numbers on the highway. If you're a family and you want to get a car, that's a very, very nice pick. I would advise you take that car. Anyway, guys, that's it about the Honda Stepwagon. We go to the next car, and of course, it's a Toyota, and it's a Toyota Prado J150. Yes, as a 7-seater. We're not talking about the 5-seaters. The Toyota Prado J150 in this category does it very well as a 7-seater. It's very spacious at the back seat. It's also very good in terms of off-roading. So if you're a family man and you can figure that bay of a Toyota Prado, you want something big, that's a no-brainer. It's the best class in its category. Now we'll go to the next car, and that car is the only VW or the only German car in this list, and that's a VW Touran. You've probably seen it somewhere, but it's a very good car, especially if you get the turbo diesel one, the ones you see written TDIs, because of fuel efficiency as a diesel car. If you want to be a bit more faster, you can get the TSI one that's built, the Touran, first of all, is built on the same platform as the VW Golf. So the TSI engines are quite performant, they're quite good in terms of performance. The 1400cc turbos, only 1400cc turbos, but they do very well. That's a nice car there, that's a GLC. Anyway, the TDIs are quite good. If you want fuel efficiency, the TSIs are quite fast, but I would advise you get the TDIs. If you're not, a performer person, anyway, how are you going to perform if you're going to have your family, or if you're going to be carrying 7 people in that car? The other cars are the Toyota Noah and the Toyota Voxy. These are cars we have seen daily. We have just seen one pass a few minutes ago. That was a Voxy, and the difference is a Voxy is a sportier Noah. These cars are now being used to ferry people from Nairobi to the western regions, and they are not driven well from what I know. I've never been in one, but they're not driven well. They are recklessly driven. So I'm mostly talking about the ones to Kisumu and Kisii. I don't know if they go to Bungoma or, you know, the western side, but if you guys live in Nairobi, you know what I'm talking about. But these cars are very good in terms of fuel consumption. They give good numbers, especially the hybrids. They have dominated that market. They're also very easy to maintain. They're not expensive to maintain. So they are very good in this class. That's a no-brainer. The other car in this class is a Nissan Serena. Yes, a Nissan will appear in this list. Not the one with the... That's a Nissan there. That's a Nissan Note. Speaking of Nissans. But we are talking about the e-power ones. The one that don't come with a conventional CVT transmission. Because, you know, of course, CVT Nissans has been troublesome. But this one does not have, you know, the conventional CVT. So they are very, very good. They give good numbers, you know, e-power hybrid. So very fuel efficient, very spacious. They look very, very nice. They are rare cars. No one is going to steal a Serena from you. Voxys and Noahs are stolen every day, but no one is going to steal that car from you. Next we go to a Honda, and that's the Honda Odyssey or Odyssey, depending on where you're from. Now that car is not common here in Kenya. I do not know why, but I've seen a few units. You know, their latest models, but they are gems. I don't know why people don't go for these cars. They're very, very spacious in their class, and you don't have to fold the seats, you know, the third row seats sideways. You fold them downwards, which even creates more space if you want to haul, you know, shopping, or if you have extra stuff to carry when you don't have to carry 7 people. Now the Honda Odyssey comes at the, you know, NA and the NA engines and the hybrids one. I prefer, of course, you go for the hybrid ones for more reliability and better fuel efficiency. The next car is a Toyota Fortuner. That's a Hilux on a different body. Not the best feeling drive. If you are driving, you can't compare that to the J150 Prado. But the Fortuner does very well in this class as a family car. It's also a, you know, a good off-roader here in Kenya. You don't have to do extreme off-roading. It's just a good car if you compare it to other cars in the same class, the, you know, MUX, that's the Mitsubishi. So I'll probably go for a Fortuner in that class. Now the 10th car in my list is a Toyota Alphard. You have seen the luxurious ones, mostly carry Chinese. Chinese love those cars. They also ferry people in you know, nice hotels to and from the airports. They are very, very good cars when it comes to offering that executive luxurious feel. They're sold quite high, as you can see from the prices, but they offer value for money. If you want to do that business of, you know, doing executive ferries or, you know, those type of businesses, these cars are gems. If you're rich enough to have this car as a family car, then that's a plus. I do not know of any other car in Kenya right now, apart from, you know, the Mercedes vans that are very, very expensive and very rare and very, very expensive to maintain. I do not know a car that would beat an Alphard in that segment. That's it, guys. There is my list of 10 cars you should consider as the best 7-seaters here in Kenya. If you think there is a car I haven't mentioned, I know some people will mention the Toyota Wish and whatnot. It's a good car, but Toyota has stopped its production. If there are other cars you think I should have mentioned, maybe the Mitsubishi Delica or something, please comment down below. Let's talk about that and let's see if they are good cars. Or if you have any other inquiry you want to know about cars, my number is 0714 555 389, or check me out on social media pages at Car Advice Kenya. And that's it. Till next time, goodbye.